Alright, YouTube. This is Blue Dragon once again, aka Bankhead. Alright, anyway. This is like a little superworm thing. I like doing the doobie and the hissers to feed my animals. You guys get out the way. Yeah, these are my English bulldogs. Got two of them. Baby right there and Hercules. I'm not calling you. Get out the way. Yeah, she's a little nosy. Move. She loves messing with the superworms. But like I said, besides the doobie and the hissers, I do superworms. Not really hard to take care of. I think I got these on eBay. I got 500 for like $20 shipped. I mean, you know, with these, basically, you just put potatoes in. As you can see, I mean, that thing's like, ooh, hollowed out. I might have to add some more potatoes. Actually, I think I did put a new one. Yeah, they ain't got this one too bad yet. Of course, there's somebody in there working on it. These are what they came shipped in, so I just left them in there. They barrel hose through it, and that's what they like to do, just, you know. But I actually got these for actual trying to start my own, or trying to breed my own. Actually, it was my girlfriend's project, but I kind of get most of the responsibilities for it, which I told her would happen before we started this, which I really don't care, but I like messing with her. It's straight. Oh, alright. Those are them. We did start the whole breeding process. Hercules, can you move your big head? Baby, move. Oh, sorry about that. Trying to tape and do all of this, and my dogs are annoying. Like I said, I have a heater in here, so this room stays 80 degrees. I do have heating pads up under there, so they do stay hotter. But back to the superworms. This is where I keep them. I keep them by the heater because heat makes them turn faster. Let's see what we got here. And yes, if anybody knows, Three Stooges are the bomb. Alright, anyway, back to what I was doing. We did start the whole superworm breeding process. There's still some in there that haven't curled. There's some that's curled and some that have already turned. Put these back in there where they're warm and dark. You know, to breed those, you just, I mean, you gotta get them to turn. Put them in these. You can find them at Walmart, whatever. You know, put your superworms in there alone, no food or anything like that. Just stick them in each individual thing alone. Let them stay in a dark place. Put a little bit of heat on them if you can. Makes them turn faster. There was no beetles in there because I took them all out and put them in here. I got this bottom right here, which is right now empty, but I have oatmeal and wheat bran mixed together in here. Reason this one's empty, this one is what has all the beetles in it. You don't see much now because they're hiding, but trust me, there's plenty. Actually, I'll show you in a second. But you know, the beetles, actually I did just put one in there. You got your lighter ones, which they're all going to turn black. But I mean, that one just turned today that I put in there, you know. And here you put potatoes, throw some carrots in there, which, you know, that's in there for moisture. They usually eat through the wheat bran and oatmeal. But the bugs, yeah, I got plenty of them. I mean, and they're still, like I said, in the drawer they're still turning. Bugs, beetles, sorry about that. But what I did with this, the reason the bottom was empty, if you guys can see up under here, what I did is meshed it. So when the beetles lay eggs and the eggs hatch, the larvae will work their way down and fall into here. So they don't have to worry about getting eaten by the beetles or anything else. Let's see if you can see it better if I turn the light off. Kind of not. Turn it back on. But yeah, all this is mesh. You know, I've seen somebody else do this. When I cut out the mesh, like the bottom of the drawers had little supports, which, let me push this one in. I'll try to show you on a clear one. They had little supports in here, so what I did was cut out each square so it actually hold the mesh on top. I still hot glued the mesh around the inside so it wouldn't pop loose, but I just left the little center supports and everything in there just to hold the mesh so it wouldn't sag in the middle. I mean, it's not too hard to breed superworms either, but we figured we'd try those with the dubia and the hissers. Between all of them, hey, animals get fed good. Dubia and the hissers have a lot more nutritional value, but the superworms have a good amount, and like I said, they are large, so my animals get full a little faster. And I usually mix them anyway, so they're getting plenty of nutrients, plus getting plenty of fat in their diets. I don't know. Like I said, easiest setup. Got the bugs in there. Once they start laying eggs around the once they start laying eggs around the substrate and everything, once the eggs hatch, their first instinct is to burrow down. So they're gonna burrow down through the mesh and end up in their own little house down here with nobody to have to fend off or would eat them. So I'll give you an update on that once we get like that really going. We started probably like a month ago, so you know we just now got beetles, so have to wait like another 30 days before they actually start laying eggs. And oh, I don't want to lie, but I think it's another 30 days after that before the eggs decide to hatch and whatnot. So I mean, hey, but like I said, if it works, it works. If not, I got my dubia, 2 things of those, and I got my hissers. So, you know, crickets are out of the picture. They stink. Done. Crickets, no. If you guys ever get crickets, I mean, seriously, if you really care about your reptiles and your teas and everything else, do the dubia. Hissers have a harder shell unless you have bigger teas, but if you feed them off as smaller nymphs, let's see. See if I can give you a little. If you feed them off as smaller nymphs like this, your teas can eat them just fine. I mean, I have my bearded dragons will take one of these down like it's not nothing. Also, my Savannah monitor, hey, he'll eat anything. Yeah. Ones like these, yeah, my bearded dragons just love these. I mean, these can climb, so usually I make sure they eat these right away instead of just leave them in their tank. The dubia, I can throw about a dozen in there and just let them go to town. Because they can't climb glass or climb out, so. She still has her Utica hanging out. I didn't think she was big enough to be pregnant, actually, but I guess so. That must have been a really small female. Most of my females are huge. But away from the hissers, this was a tutorial about the superworms. But like I said, you got your basic setup. I mean, some people make a setup like they'll put their superworms, or I'm sorry, not superworms, but they'll put the beetles down here, and you know, once the 30 days is up, maybe a little longer, they'll take the beetles out, you know, transfer the substrate into something else, or move it up or something like that, which this stuff starts to add up, but you keep dumping it into something. I mean, yeah, your superworms are going to be in there, but then you're going to have like some big huge tub full of, you know, a bunch of this. So I think this was the easiest way to do it. Just let them hatch, burrow their way down, so you don't have to have a bunch of different things and have all this like substrate and, you know, oatmeal building up in some bin. These two are empty. I'll figure out something to do with those. I don't know. I think my breeding is about good, but yeah. But I'll quit boring you. I'm outie. Deuces.